Hello, guys. Let's see, as always, if I'm live. Um, Tell me if I'm live or not. Am I live? Oh, yes, I'm live. Okay, good. Hello, guys. Welcome back to another live streaming here on Our Eyes, Your Eyes. It's time to rewatch episode 7 altogether. Plus, look, I do you remember that someone wrote me in the chat box to rewatch episode 59. That means the last episode of season 3, part 2. Yesterday, if you followed my mother, you saw that we watched. Hi, hello. You know that I watched together with my mom the last episode of season 3 part 2. When she will come back, we will react to season 4. But anyway, for this reason, after watching episode 7, someone suggested me to rewatch even episode 59. That means the end of season 3 part 2. So stay tuned and keep on watching me, because today we are going to rewatch these 2 episodes. And thanks to that, I have to say that somehow we can understand Eren more if we rewatch even that episode. So please go on and follow me in this great live streaming as always. If you wanted to donate something to the channel, there is the S over there next to the chat box. It's up to you. And of course, stay tuned, because on Sunday episode 8 will come out and I will react to it as always. So stay tuned. Okay, I wait one more minute because I want other people to join me, and then we are ready to start. What can we say about this episode? I'm ready to rewatch it, so this season 4 drives me crazy. But anyway, okay, other 30 seconds and then I will start. Okay, this time I will promise you, I will not interrupt the video. Because many people are complaining about this. Okay, I will not stop the video. We are going to watch the entire video without stopping it. And later we are going to rewatch episode 59. That means episode 10 of season 3 part 2, because there are some great things to understand and to see. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's start it. Okay, episode 7. Oh, okay, ready. Yes. Yes. Yes, I guess so. Hello. No. I don't think so. Oh, I still can't believe this. Look. Yeah, look at the megaphone.
逃がすな。殲滅しろ。死ぬな。生き延びろ。
Okay, then there is the opening. Let me skip it. Episode 66, Assault. Oh, guys, this scene is so beautiful. Wow.
まさかクルーガーさん。いや、エレン・イエーガー。よくも。プラン副長。副長。副長、ごめんなさい。俺のせいで。生きてる。でも、意識がない。巨人の力なら損傷した体は勝手に修復されるはず。生きる強い意志さえあればだけど、これは。
But he doesn't want to live anymore.
もう嫌だと。自分が。俺を殺してくれ。副長、助けを呼んできます。外にいるのは敵ばかりじゃありません。俺もガビも、みんな、あなたの味方ですから。待っていてください。ブラウン副長。
He is nice.
来るぞ。あの野郎。おい、待て。俺が裁きやる。戦士長の背後は私たちが守るよ。
I still feel strange with the pitch voice.
カリアード、助かったぜ。ありがとうよ。おっと。気をつけろ。追っていたカマを見失った。どこかに潜んでるぞ。
Ackerman.
ボルコ、先生が。
ボルコ。
兄と同じ水晶体。
Yes.
やはりこいつには歯が立たねえか。でもお前は力を使い果たしている。少しでも余力があるなら、このまま俺ごとうなじを貫いてるはずだ。もうお前の手札は残っていない。
Strategical Eren.
俺はまだだけどな。
Wow.
あの野郎、まだ力を残していやがったか。奴さえ仕留めれば、シーソさえ。何をビビってんの、ボブか。ああ、私たちが焦る必要はないよ。今この戦場を支配しているのは私たち。 花から敵は追い詰められてる。
Second mistake.
敵は立体軌道で乗り込んできたわけだ。
Third mistake.
武器も燃料も大した物量じゃない。つまり補給線のない敵地のど真ん中の袋のネズミなわけ。今頃マーレ軍がこの収容区を包囲している頃だから、敵に退路はない。そもそもパラディ島勢力それ自体が、マーレ相手にまともに戦争できる体力はない。
だから始祖の巨人さえ抑えちまえば、奴らはジナラスの切り札を失うって話だろう。今その切り札が目の前にあるんだぞ。
だから慎重に駒を進めようって話なの。
とにかく私たちは赤マークの聖地を守ればいいの。さすがピークちゃん。その通りだよ。
I don't trust Zeke.
エレン・イエーガーは俺の敵じゃない。
And there's the break.
まずはお前からだ。
Nah,
出てこいよ、リヴァイ。
I don't
時間が
believe
な
you.
いんだろ。
No.
すげえ、ジーク選手長、やっぱり圧倒的だ。
よし。
マガト隊長、隊長、広場の奥に。
何をしている。大丈夫なのか。怪我は。
ありません。
ならば急いでここから離れろ。
ブラウン副長が広場の奥に動けない状態で地中にいます。
なんだと。
俺のせいで俺をかばって。
誰にやられた。
エレン・イエーガーに。
Oh, finally.
確保を急げ。大至急レベルよく兵を送る準備を。現場は壊滅的被害を受けている。おい、そこの下線危ないぞ。この艦隊が見えないのか。おい。
Oh. I mean, Armin doesn't talk, but he's creating a mess.
おさっとするな。お前たちはここから逃げろ。
マガト隊長、あれは。
軍港がやられた。あんなことができるのは超大型巨人だけ。レベトルとは巨人も奪われていた。
This music is crazy.
連中が封鎖でここまで攻め込んできたわけなんで。やってみろよ。集まるも始祖を失えば全てご破綻だろうな。もう一人のは我慢。邪魔だ。戦場、敵の総攻撃が来ます。
Bye bye. It was too easy. Do you understand what I mean? I don't believe Zeke. No more. Where's the body? Come on. No. Nah. Even this scene is not with Zeke. Yeah. Come diciamo in italiano, non l'avesse mai fatto Sasha, eh? Well, Sasha can really take the shot as it is, eh? I mean, she is an expert of that. But this music is great. If you pay attention, that's amazing. And this is Evangelion. Look. Evangelion Shingeki no Kyojin, in my opinion. Oh, this scene is. Maybe here Falco understands they are not demons totally as they think. I mean, oh, Magato. I mean, here. So strategical, Eren, here in this episode.
体の修復が追いついてない。巨人の力があるのになんで。車力の巨人はそこまで頑丈じゃない。鎧の巨人と違って。ライナーはどこにいるの？
It's better if you don't ask.
映画にやられて動けないって。戦えないの？ねえ！わかんねえよ。位置は舞台裏の建物の下。だけど、俺は。ライナーさんをそっとしておくことはできないか
I'm
って思って。
thinking we should leave Raina as he is. Yeah. He understood. Falco is smart anyway. But then he's screaming because he's hopeless, so it's something else.
おい、ガビ、窓には近づくな。敵に見つかっちまうだろうが。隊長。
Angie. I missed her. She's great.
隊長、光の道を確認いたしました。
Okay, they used the light for that purpose. I mean.
さあ、頼んだよ、おにゃんこぽん。
任せてください、ハンチさん。
低速低空で収容区に侵入。光の道に沿ってみんなを回収する。
I've never expected
チャンスはその一度きりで、乗り遅れれば一巻の終わり。この飛行船が撃ち落とされてもね。まったく無茶を思いつくよ。エルヴィンの防衛にでも取りつかれたかい？そうであってほしいですよ。僕らに力をくださる。
Erwin is with us, yes. Mm. If we can't recover Eren and the others, there's no future for us. But I think when he talks about Eren, he's talking about Eren in a different way.
まさか、あれで逃げるつもりか。させるかよ。
Oh, fuck. Mikasa's eyes can tell you everything. Yes. I love her so much. That's the best music. Yes. Ooh. Oh, now he has the memories of the Warhammer too. That's interesting.
手が食われたんだ。そして次はアギトだ。
Galliard, Reiner was the worst here. Eh? I should remind you this. Mm-mm. That's his music. Eh? Wow. Wow. Look, I have a few things to say before going on and watch episode 59. I think, I mean, I have some ideas. One of the idea I have, and that I hope it will be like this, is that one day all the Titans left. That means Zeke, that means Galliard, because I don't think Galliard is dead. Peak, because I don't think she's dead too. I hope, and even Reiner too, I hope that they come all together and with Eren, I mean, and they are going to go against this type of world. Because at the end of the day, they are all aliens and they are fighting one against the other one without thinking that aliens living in Marley, they are just used, as I told you many times. And On the other side, we have these aliens living in paradise who are cursed for lots of years. So, but they are all aliens at the end. So I hope that these Titans owners, one day they will go against this world together, and they can stay all together defeating this sort of a system. This is one thing I would like to see, because even if they were one against the other one, at the end of the day they can unify their forces and they can try to change the world somehow. So even the fact that they go one against the other one, maybe it can be a difference, and they can make a difference now or never. That means they don't have other chances otherwise to change the world. So I still hope that if they talk more and they act less, I mean, if they decide to join together to talk and to explain things as they were, maybe even the other Titans owners, they can understand the Paradise point of view, or they can understand the reality as it is, and probably they will stop thinking that we have to go one against the other one. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but this could be nice. I mean, instead of kill everybody, instead of destroy everything, if they can find a compromise and they can join together and they can see a different perspective as Reiner did in the past, thanks to his experience, probably they can change the world in that way, instead of using these millions, tens of millions of colossal, even if probably they can use it, even thanks to the help of the other Titans owners. I mean, they can become a one for all or for one, and then decide to end this world, because they were used, they were always used. I mean, aliens in paradise, they were always used as the cursed one, the people who have to be destroyed, and they had this popular, I mean, they were marked as this. So it's a sort of using the people somehow, because when you wanted to use people for some purposes, then you're going to mark them, then you're going to give them a name, then you create your own purpose by using them. So even aliens in paradise, they were used somehow, plus aliens living in Marley, they were used anyway for Marley's purpose or for the rest of the world purpose. So if all aliens can join together and stop fighting, that could be an amazing idea anyway. But I know that Isayama probably doesn't want this, because he prefers to destroy everything, because it's like a sort of, as I told you many times, it's like the phoenix. I mean, you have to erase everything, and then from the ashes you can create something new. I know it's catastrophical, but could this be the probable ending we will have? There are still 3 chapters left, and I don't want to know what's going to happen even at the end, because I prefer to wait, as always. But I'm trying to imagine different endings, because I don't want to have just the catastrophical ending as always, or the happy ending as always. In fact, if there is the happy ending, it's happening just because someone is surviving, and it's going, and he or she is going on, and maybe this he or she can go on by not repeating the same mistakes they made before. This could be a sort of a happy ending. If it's a sad ending, or if it's something crazy, everything will be destroyed and that's it. But for the fact that we are living on Earth, on this world, there has to be someone who's going to survive. Otherwise, it's quite impossible. It's not. I don't think Yeah, when they say that they destroy the world, that doesn't mean that the Earth is going to explode. So it's not like Dragon Ball. Do you understand what I mean? I think it's just humanity will be erased, and that's something different. But someone probably has to survive to create something new. I don't think humanity 100% will be exterminated. That's what I believe. But anyway, um, I don't know what's about to happen, and I don't want to know. But sincerely, if they can join all together, I mean, if Galliard, if Peak, if Zeke, if I don't know who's left, Reiner. I mean, if all together they can make a difference for the first time, and instead of being tools who are used for different purposes, if they can join and stop being tools and become real humans who can change things, that could be a nice ending too. But I still remember Isayama saying that he prefers a sad ending or he prefers something bad happening. So he's a masochist. No, he's a sadist. I don't know, but he likes probably to let some characters dying because he had I don't know if he changed his mind, but he had this vision that the more pain you feel as a viewer, the more you will remember this story. Yes, but it's not true 100%. I mean, I think even if good things are happening, people can remember this story for many other reasons. So he doesn't have to worry about this at all. I think this story will be remembered not just because of the ending. I hope so. I mean, try to imagine the pressure now Isayama is feeling. He has to end this story. There are 3 chapters left, and with the fan base we are used to see and who is used to comment, it would be really hard to accomplish all people's desires and stuff like that. I think he's really under pressure right now. Because if the final chapter is not as many people want, oh, it will be a huge failure somehow because of the fan base Shingeki no Kyojin has. I hope the final chapter will try to accomplish as many people as he can. Otherwise, I'm afraid for him too. The final chapter has to be the final chapter, so I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, okay. As I told you, I don't believe in Zeke anymore. I think I've had enough. No, I'm joking. But I think he's acting. And I already explained you why in the previous commentary, so go and check it out. I I don't believe him anymore. I think what he said throughout the season 3 part 2, and then what he's doing right now with so many gestures, with so many things he says, with so many details. Um, I don't think he is on the side of Marley. I think he is on the side of Eren. And when he said, I want to remark this, when he said Eren is not my enemy, and then there was that break, that silence, makes you understand that he's on their side. And throughout all his life, he was just playing a role. That was hard. Try to imagine this. That was hard. Then, while rewatching this, I realized that Armin planned all this somehow. I mean, the fact that even the scouts and the Chosa Heidan are coming back in that way, was that a plan made by Armin? If yes, that was really strategical, and it could be possible because Armin showed us in previous seasons that he can create the plan B, plan C, plan D. I mean, many plans, and they were all successful. So I think that right now, even this plan was successful because they are few. I mean, the Chosa Heidan members are few compared to all Marley. I mean, to compare to the soldiers in Marley who are trying to defeat them, and compared to all the Titans they are defeating. So it's a success anyway. Try to imagine. I mean, try to compare Paradis and the military forces in Marley. Then it's also their first time to see the other side of the ocean. So, as a first plan, that's really nice. I don't know if Armin is going to plan some other things for the future, but I think as a first plan to go on the other side of the ocean, trying to rescue Eren, trying to rescue the situation, and try to save this situation, Armin made a great job. Okay, many people complained because they said, "Oh, come on, Armin! Now that you became the colossal titan, you are sad because of what you did. Come on, you are the colossal, so you have to get used to it." No, I think Armin has never wanted to be the colossal titan. In fact, he didn't want to be injected either. I mean, he preferred Erwin instead of himself. He said it so many times. So nobody forced him to become the colossal, or nobody asked him, "Do you want to become the colossal titan?" I think if they were asking him, "Do you want?" they would have said no. He would have said no, no, thank you. So he was forced to be in this situation. So I think he has all the rights to feel sad about the consequences of what he's doing, considering the fact that he didn't choose to become the colossal. So that's his first time as a titan. I mean, for what I know, okay, they destroyed lots of ships when they reached the Paradise. I know this because Zeke said it. I mean, they said 32 ships or 23, no, 32. I think that these ships were destroyed by Eren or by him while Eren, not by Eren, because Eren was already Marley for some years, I guess. I mean, he was a spy and stuff like that. But on the other side, there was the Colossal trying to defeat all these ships. So it was not Armin's first attack. But in that case, I think he was sad because of the civilians he killed somehow. And I think he has all the rights to be sad. He was put in that position. He didn't choose to be the colossal titan. So I think so. I mean, Armin, he is the colossal titan. He wants freedom as much as Eren wants, but he has a different opinion. And I think he's a little bit against Eren right now. And as I said, when he's saying, "Look, please, until we recover Eren and all the others, we don't have a future in front of us. I mean, there's no future for us." When he says, "Until we recover Eren," I think in that case, he doesn't mean that now they have to take back all of them to Paradise. That's not the recovery he means. I think he wants to recover Eren because now he's becoming someone he has never been. So he hopes to recover Eren, to bring him back to a light path and not to the darkness once again. So I hope to see his opinions and thoughts, because I think Armin is really smart, intelligent, and he can touch somehow Eren's soul. He was always helping Eren throughout these seasons, trying to encouraging him, trying to support him, and trying to let Eren come back to the good path when it was about to go back to the right path. So let's see if he can recover him in this way. I can't wait when they talk together, because Armin can talk really nicely to Eren, and I wanted to see if Eren recognizes that probably he went too far. But on the other side, that's why I wanted to rewatch right now episode 59 with you. I think Eren is aware of what he's doing, and he preferred to sacrifice his own life. I mean, if he has to be killed or if he will be killed, I think he doesn't care anymore, because the purpose is not that he's going to survive or that he's going to win by staying alive, but I think that he wants to win for others. I mean, he wants to win for his people and not because he has to survive. So that's a sort of a sacrifice. And also his sacrifice probably will be necessary. So I don't think Eren is going to survive at the end of this story. But if he, I mean, probably he wants to get all the pain, and he wants to get all these huge sacrifice with himself. He doesn't want that other people are involved anymore. So that's why maybe he is ready to be sacrificed, because the important thing is that other people are going to live next, not him. I don't know, I have this feeling. But I like Eren somehow. I as always, I put myself in all characters' positions, but when it's like when people compare him with Gabi, I think no. Except I want to say this once again, except for some scenes or for some frames that seems the same. I think the pain is different. The pain and the contexts were really different, and they are two different stories, so we can't put them together so easily. That's what I believe. Okay, let me read the comments first, and then I will rewatch episode 59 with you, because there are some phrases, I mean some sentences that, in my opinion, they are really important. As much as we rewatched, do you remember the previous episode of season 3 part 2 last time? So okay, Megath is a warrior candidate's dead at this point. Yeah, Jeremy, I think the same. Sometimes I still don't understand. Is Megath caring about Falco and Gabi, or is he pretending to care about them just because they are about to be the new owners of the Titans? That's still a question mark I have, because most of the times we can we can be in a sort of illusional world in which we think that kindness is always kindness, pure kindness, but sometimes this kindness can be misunderstood with something else. So I still don't know. I have to understand Megath more. Definitely. Episodio troppo bello, finalmente quasi tutti i giganti mutaforma insieme in una volta. Sì, effettivamente è vero. Abbiamo questo episodio in cui quasi tutti, anche perché Ymir o Ymir è stata mangiata da Galliard, e poi abbiamo Armin che ha mangiato Bertold, quindi sì, è vero, assolutamente sì. It was, sorry. Hey, regards from Argentina. Muchas gracias. Grazie mille. Thank you so much for watching. It was too sad. Then Pick lost all the teammates. They were like a family for her. Yeah, that's true. But even other people lost their families. So, I mean, we can be sad for her, but we can be sad for other people too. I don't think... it's really hard to take sides this time, as I told you, but I don't know. I mean, yes, Eldians were left in paradise because there is all the story we know, etc., etc. But I still can't feel the pain I felt when I watched the first seasons and when I watched all the dear people dying because of nothing. I mean, Carla didn't do anything. And she died like this. And I don't know, the pain Eren feels for his mother can't be compared with as I said already, talking about Gabi, can't be compared with the pain Gabi feels for the guards. That's a totally different pain. No, We could compare this if Gabi's mother was dying in front of her eyes. At that point, we could compare the pain. They are two different pain, in my opinion. It's really hard to compare things. But if I think about Carla, okay, maybe we can compare the pain Gabi feels for the guards as much as the pain Eren feels for Hannes. But it's a totally different pain in that case too, because Hannes was not a guard confining Eren as an inferior person. Hannes was protecting the walls. That means protecting the people, and he was not making a difference between him and the people, the civilians living inside the walls. The guards, okay, were kind guards, whatever, but anyway, they were guards who were confining aliens, and these aliens were treated as inferior. So, as I was saying already, there's a difference anyway. Then, of course, pain is pain. So we can't say, oh, he felt more pain, he felt less pain, but when you lose a mother, I don't think it's the same as if you lose a guard. That's different. And even the method, I mean, even the way Carla was eaten, that was really cruel. And yeah, what Eren is doing right now is cruel too. But if we follow philosophy, after an action, there is a consequence. And that doesn't mean this is the proper thing to do, but it's a rule of logic, okay? And should we follow it? Should we not follow it? Question mark. But I don't know. If I put myself in Eren's position, and I know that I was confined on an island because of something I've never done, actually. Because Eren was not there 100 years before, right? So why he has to pay for something he has never done? So the rest of the world, in his opinion, is guilty because of this. They are condemning new generations of people who didn't do anything wrong, because everything is based on 100 years before. So that's I understand his point of view somehow. Penso non sia realizzabile perché hanno la mentalità impartita da Marley e si è visto nella serie. No, ma secondo me possono comunque cambiare idea. Rainer ha cambiato idea, già. La sta cambiando, secondo me. Cioè, Rainer non è più quello di una volta. Rainer sta cambiando proprio rotta, secondo me. Anzi, è ormai anche stufo di combattere, quindi potrebbe rimanere più umano che gigante ormai. Anche perché la sua vita da gigante sta finendo, però c'è da considerare il fatto che Rainer ha cambiato opinione, diciamo. È diverso. Ha già visto le cose in modo diverso e ha capito che tutto quello che gli è stato impartito mentalmente, eccetera, eccetera, negli anni, era una sorta di bufala, una cavolata, che può essere risolta se le cose cambiano, secondo me. Rimangono fedeli a ciò che gli viene impartita come verità assoluta. Sì, però penso che Rainer si ribellerà in qualche modo. È stufo di stare da quella parte, secondo me. Perché ora sta combattendo per cosa? Cioè, Rainer non ha neanche più voglia di combattere come prima, perché prima era spinto da una missione, era spinto da un ideale, l'ideale di diventare l'eroe che ha distrutto Paradis. Però una volta che ha capito cos'è Paradis, ha perso tutti gli ideali che aveva prima, le idee, tutte le missioni, tutto se stesso. Quindi non c'è neanche più la voglia di rimanere fedeli a questo, anche perché, cioè, se fosse come dici, avrebbe detto a Gabi, dai, diventa gigante, ce la farai, yeah! Invece, in questo caso, ha chiesto a Falco, anche se è sbagliato fare una cosa di questo tipo, ma ha chiesto a Falco di sacrificarsi per il bene di Gabi, perché non vuole che Gabi viva le stesse cose che ha vissuto lui. Quindi già quello ti fa capire che non segue più quell'ideale, se no Avrebbe detto Gabi, veloce, vai, diventa gigante, mi raccomando, distruggi tutti, rimani fedele, capisci? Anche gli esempi che ha dato su come erano Sasha, Connie, Eren, Mikasa e tutti gli altri da Paradise, insomma ti fanno anche capire che le motivazioni per cui queste persone vengono definite demoni non esistono, perché in base alla sua descrizione quelli sono tutt'altro che demoni, sono persone come loro. Imagine you start watching Shingeki since the last season. It's like another story. You will probably hate the people. No, I don't think so. I already said this, Salvador. No. Why? Okay, if we start with the season 4 and we erase all the previous seasons, I still hate Marley because they are forcing kids to go to war and because they are brainwashing people. So I can't stand people like this. I don't like this as a principle, as one of my prerogatives. So I don't think I would have stayed on Marley's side anyway. No. Hi from Portugal. Hello, be aware of spoilers. I hope you have a mode. No, I asked the YouTube to delete all the spoilers comments. It's even easier. No, I don't have a moderator, but I already asked the YouTube to stop with spoilers somehow. There are some rules and some ways to stop these type of comments. Thank you anyway. Edward Hola, hello. Okay, and now I'm about to rewatch episode 59. Thanks for the suggestion of one of my subscribers who asked me, please rewatch episode 59 because yesterday the same episode came out with my mom. But I think it's better if we rewatch it together. This time I'm going to stop sometimes the video because I wanted to translate you some sentences and to discuss with you what we are seeing here on season 4 regarding Eren's behavior and why he is deciding to do probably what he's doing. So let's check it out anyway, and let's see what's going to happen. Oops.
7つの巨人にはそれぞれ名前がある。これからお前へ継承される巨人にもだ。その巨人はいついかなる時代においても自由を求めて。
Okay, the definition of Shingeki no Kyojin. No matter, sorry, I go back 1 second.
進みつかなる時代に
No matter.
我々
no,
ユミ
wait,
の民
wait.
ユのために
Oh,
た
I
だ
made a
9つの
mistake.
巨人
Sorry.
にはそれぞれ
Okay,
名
wait
前
a
がある。
second.
これからお前へ継承される巨人にもだ。
Okay.
その巨人
No matter, this is important, no matter which era this titan has found itself in,
はいついかなる時代においても自
it has ever pushed forward, seeking out freedom.
由を求めて進み続けた。自由のために。
For the sake of freedom, it fights. That's what's Eren doing, actually. For the sake of freedom, that doesn't mean for the sake of his freedom, for the sake of other people's freedom. That means he is ready to put himself as a guilty man, or he is ready that other people tell him, you are the guilty man, you are the bad man, or whatever. He is ready for this. He is ready to take all the pain for this and all these definitions. But he's doing this for the sake of others, not for his sake. I mean, no matter how much guilty he is going to become, it doesn't matter. Let's pretend I'm Eren right now, and I'm saying, okay, you can call me a bastard, you can call me a person who killed lots of people, you can call me, okay, I'm ready to feel it all. You can punish me because I am ready to sacrifice myself for the sake of others. If you say that I'm bad, it's okay because I'm already ready to sacrifice for the freedom of others. He's seeking freedom not for him. He's seeking freedom for his people because he is fighting. That's what his titan is about. That was not a mystery. That was not something. I mean, we couldn't expect at the end of a season 3, part 2, that Eren was about to go on the other side and saying, guys, ah, please, let's make peace together. No, that's incoherent. That's not what his Titan is about. It was impossible for him to do something like this. Try to imagine. Wouldn't you be disappointed if he went on the other side of the ocean and he went to the stage together with Willy and he would have said, okay, let's have peace. Yeah. This would have never happened, in my opinion. Absolutely. No way. So he is doing this not because he has to survive. He doesn't ask others to survive. He is doing this for his people. And if he has to be the guilty guy, he's ready to be something like this because he knew already what was about to face before even going. So I don't think Eren, but by checking this episode, I still don't believe. Okay, even if he's becoming brutal, okay, he's ready to become brutal. He's ready to become cruel. He's ready to become violent. But this is, if this regards himself, it's okay because he already decided to sacrifice himself for this. So he's ready about everything. But no matter the decisions he made, I still think that by doing all this proves me that he has a heart, that he is not emotionless as we thought at the beginning of this season. Because by doing this, by sacrificing himself and by becoming the bad guy of this situation, he is doing this to protect his population, his people. So somehow there's heart here involved too. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Maybe it's too intricate or too strange or too difficult to understand, but that's what I believe. I mean, yeah, Eren is a bad guy. Yeah, okay. But he's ready to be like this. And he decided to be like this. Why? Because he prefers that other people are against him and not against his people. He's ready to take all the pain of others, or he's ready to take all the destruction he's about to face in the future, if that means he can save his population too. But this is the definition of of Shingeki no Kyojin. So what he's doing, it's perfectly the same as his definition. So he fights. He is a Shingeki no Kyojin, a Kyojin who moves forward fighting. So it was impossible for people to think that Eren would have gone on the other side and make peace. No, because that's not part of his Titan.
戦った。名は
進撃の巨人。
Yes.
過去にエレンは無垢の巨人を操り、窮地を逃れたことがあります。
王家の血を引く者を巨人にして俺が接触すれば、始祖の巨人の力を扱える。
Yes.
かもしれない。だが、その可能性があるといえば、兵団はヒストリアをどうする？
Yeah, in fact, for this reason, I don't think Historia will be turned into a Titan because there's Zeke. And that's why, this is another reason why I don't believe Zeke anymore. Because,
家庭を持て。妻でも子供でも町の人でもいい。壁の中で人を愛せ。それができなければ繰り返すだけだ。同じ歴史を。
the same history, the same mistakes over and over. Yes, they are making the same mistakes, but if Eren is about to destroy everything, things are going to change. It's like the Phoenix, the same.
同じ過ちを何度も。ミカサやアルミ。みんなを救いたいなら使命を全うしろ。
Okay.
ミカサ、アルミ。誰のことだ、さあ、わからない。誰の記憶だろう。
I still wonder, these memories are the memories of Eren in the future? Or the last character that is about to survive after all the destruction and he's the new owner of the original, I mean, the founder Titan? I don't know. But this is interesting still. Yes. Yes. Okay, there is the other one, sorry. Okay, episode 59.
敵は世界。しかし、このことを公表すれば、壁は大混乱に陥りますぞ。そうだ、我々でさえことの大きさを測りかねている状態にあるのだ。ならばまた民を騙すか。
Yeah.
レース王がやったように、何も知らない民をこの壁の中で飼おうというのか。ならば、我々には何の大義があって、レース王から王冠を奪ったのだ。
Good job, Pixis. Yes, I agree.
公表しましょう。100年前、レース王が民から奪った記憶を、
Yes.
100年後の民にお返しするだけです。
Yeah, think about this. Even the fact that you know that your memories were stolen somehow. I mean, if you know that your memories were always being stolen and they did this because they wanted you to create another perspective of your life or other beliefs in your mind, that's wrong. So what Historia is saying right now is definitely right. Why do we have to hide these things from people? People need to know. And I think she changed. She made a difference already. Otherwise, the things would have repeated over and over again, and that's wrong. We have to do something different, but for the last time, because otherwise there is no changement. I mean, everything is a turning point and a starting point, ending point, a starting point. I mean, it's like a loop, and this is wrong.
我々は皆、運命を共にする壁の民。これからは一致団結して。
Yes, we must unite as one and bring our entire strength together. But this is a different together compared to the together of a Marle. Because in Marle, if you think of something different, that's a problem. You have to go to Paradise. But in this case, even if they have a different opinions, at the end of the day, they prefer to stay united and to do things together, but not because you are pushed or you're forced that, but because that's the best thing to do for the sake of others, not just for the sake of the military forces and on the higher ups. That's different.
力を合わせなくてはなりません。
To me, it's different.
人類を脅かす人食い巨人の正体は人間であり、我々と同じ祖先を持つ民族、ユミルの民だった。我々の王は100年前にこの壁を築き、巨人の力で民衆の記憶を改ざんし、壁の外の人類は滅亡したと思い込ませた。だが人類は滅んでなどおらず、我々ユミルの民をこう呼んでいる。悪魔の民族と。
That's true.
近い将来、敵はこの土地の資源獲得を口実に侵攻を開始する。それが5年前から始まった超大型巨人らの襲撃であると。
Yes.
もう記事は出た後ですが、一連の話の信憑性は。
少なくとも我々がずっと抱いていた疑問とは辻褄が合ってる。 そりゃ信じたくないですよ。そんな話。
どうも。
それで、町の反応は
Okay, this is good.
様々です。
This is good because Hanji is saying, how did the people react to this? And they said, and the journalist is saying some accepted, some laughed it off. As you can see, there are different reactions. But in Paradise, it's possible to have different reactions. In Marle, it's not possible. I mean, in Liberio, it's not possible. If you have different opinions, you go to Paradise. That's it.
そのまま受け取る者、笑い飛ばす者、未だ平成権に異を唱え、陰謀論を結びつけ吹聴する者。あなた方が危惧した通りの混乱状態です。
ああ、でも仕方ないよ。調査報告が我々の飯代だ。情報は納税者に委ねられる。そこが前の王様よりイケてるところさ。
あなた方を誇りに思います。
え？
同じ壁に生きる者として、または働く者として。
どうも。
ああ。今度は調査兵団を担いで記事を書くといい。
私たちはこれからどうなります？
What will happen?
私たちが巨人を恐れ、憎み、どうかこの世から消えてなくなれと願ったのと同じように、世界中の人々が我々を人ではなく、有害な化け物とみなした。
Yes.
その結果、あの地獄が繰り返されるのだとしたら。
I mean, guys, they were about to be attacked in a way that you can't even imagine. I mean, if Eren and the others didn't try to attack by defending themselves right now, the Marley attack would have been something unbelievable. So.
我々が死滅するまで地獄は終わらない。
I agree.
やあ、壁の英雄たちよ。
ヒッチ、来てたのか。
あんたたちが勲章もらうの見に来たんだよ。
そうか。マルロは最後まで勇敢だったよ。そうだろう、フロック。話してやれ。
ああ。マルロ・フロイデンベルクは俺と同じキューボ入団の新兵で、その中でも俺たちをよくまとめてくれた。現場は絶望的で、調査兵団は全滅寸前まで追い詰められた。みんなおじけづいてどうにもならなかった時も、あいつだけは仲間を鼓舞し続けた。あいつはすごいやつだったよ。
知ってる。だから、私の言うことなんて聞かないんだろうね。
でも最後は、あそこに行ったことを後悔しただろ。
Yeah, because nobody wants to be in a war scene. If you're normal, you don't like it.
式でヘマしたら笑ってやるから。
おい、なんでそんなことを？
Because that's the truth.
でも、
yeah.
誰かが本当のことを言うべきだろ。
Yeah, right now, Flock, in that moment, he seems the bad guy, okay? But somehow he's true. I mean, someone has to tell the truth, no matter if it's a good truth or a bad truth. Do you prefer lies all the times? I don't think so. So what he did was correct for the sake of Hichi, who maybe still thought that Marlo wanted to join war. Yeah. But it was not true. I mean, everybody is scared in front of death, in front of a war scene. We can't deny this. We can't say the contrary. So I agree with what Flock is saying right now.
君がエルヴィン団長を生き返らせようと必死だったことは知ってる。
そうだ。お前じゃなく、団長がふさわしいと思った。でもそれは俺だけじゃない。みんなだ。報告書を読んだ誰もがそう思った。なんでエルヴィンじゃないんだって。お前がアルミンの何を知ってるって言うんだ。言ってみろよ。知らないな。俺は幼馴染じゃないし。
Oh, here Flock is provoking Eren because he says, I don't know anything about Armin. I'm not his childhood friend, and we are not chums either. He's provocative. I mean, he provokes Eren so much. But actually, from his point of view, he is true. I mean, you saved Armin just because he was your friend. If it was another person, probably you wouldn't spend your feelings so hard to save him. This is true too. So I understand the Flock too, in this case.
仲良しでもないから。でもなんでアルミンが選ばれたかはわか
But
る。
I can still tell you why Armin was chosen.
リヴァイ兵長が市場に流され。
It's because you and Levi were moved by feelings. Somehow it's correct, because that's what happened.
注射薬を私物化し、合理性に欠ける判断を下したからだ。要は、大事なものを捨てることができなかったからだろう。なあ、もうお前そろそろ黙れよ。エレン、お前って腹の底じゃ、
Eren, deep down inside, I bet you think you're always in the right. Actually, yes, because it's part of his Titan too. I mean, he goes on, he wants to fight for his own ideals and beliefs, so he always thinks he's right somehow. Yes.
なんだって自分が一番正しいって思ってんだろ。だから最後まで諦めなかった。
That's why you never give up till the end.
ガキみてえに。
Yes. It's part of his Titan.
エレン、もういいから離れて。
その点ミカサはまだ大人だった。最終的には諦めたんだから。
No, I don't think so in this case. No, Mikasa didn't.
おい！急に何だってんだよ！ロック、これから死んだ仲間を弔おうって式の場なんだぜ。なんでもう終わった話を蒸し返すんだよ。お前らは上官に歯向かうわけでもなく、エレンとミカサを止めるわけでもなく、ただ見てただけだったよな。何の勲章だ？誰を弔う？これから補充する調査兵団には本当のことを言えよ。俺みてえな腰抜けが間違って入ってこねえようにな。エルヴィン団長なしでこれからどうするつもりなんだよ。そりゃ、俺みてえな雑魚、使い捨てるぐらいしか使い道もねえだろうが、そんな雑魚にだってな、値踏みする権利くらいはあるだろう。
フロックが正しい。エルヴィン団長が生き延びるべきだった。
Okay, for all the people who say, "Oh, now you are the colossal," come on, go on. No, now Armin is saying it was better, Erwin. I mean, you should have given the serum to Erwin. That means I didn't want to have this responsibility. I didn't want to become the colossal at all.
この状況を変えることができるのは僕じゃない。
In another way, yes, somehow.
なんでそんなことがわかるんだよ。俺にはわからないな。正しい選択なんて。未来は誰にもわからないはずだ。
Definitely.
お前は見たのかよ。壁の外には何があるんだ。
海。
そうだ。海がある。でもまだ見てないだろ。俺たちはまだ何も知らないんだよ。炎の水も、氷の大地も、砂の雪原も。可能性はいくらでも広がっている。きっと壁の外には、自由が。
No freedom. No. No freedom.
おい、ガキども。時間だ。並べ。
Oh, this is important, guys, because this scene lets you understand many things, and even the scene after. Because now Eren is saying something really important, in my opinion, that makes you understand what he's ready to do next. So,
地下室にあったものは何だ
okay,
希望だったのか
what did we find in the basement? Was it hope
そ
or was it despair? I think both, but more despair than hope.
れとも絶望か敵は果てしなく強大だ
Our enemy was tremendously powerful.
このままない
If nothing changes for the better, that Haido's scene will happen again.
にも変わらなければまたあの惨状が繰り返される何かを
Listen to this sentence, because this makes you understand why Eren is behaving like this right now, in my opinion. I would easily give up my life if it actually managed to change something. So I don't think Eren is totally bad. I mean, I don't think Eren erased his heart right now. No, not at all. He's sacrificing himself for the sake of others. And even if he's becoming brutal, violent, whatever, as I said, no matter how wrong it is, it's necessary. But to be something to be necessary is something from judging if it's good or bad. It's necessary. But the fact that he is ready to do even the most brutal things and to receive from the rest of the world and from Marley too all the pain, all of the bad treatments ever, all of the guilt, he is ready to receive it. Because if that makes freedom to come, or if that makes freedom to come for others, not for himself, because he doesn't care anymore, he will sacrifice. So, okay. But if what he's doing is helping others to be free, I am ready to do this. So Eren has a heart. And from these sentences, I understand that Eren is not a devil completely. One thing is the mere revenge you have. Yeah, let's kill everybody. Yeah, okay. But here there is a purpose beyond this. There is a thought. A thought that was thought for a long time, for years. So this sentence gives you the answer, gives you the reason why Eren is doing what he's doing right now. And maybe he's making a mistake, okay, but that's what his Titan is anyway, to go on and to fight. There's nothing different from what we know. In my opinion, here, we understand that Eren didn't want to put aside his heart. Eren's heart will always be there for his comrades, for his people. I think if someone of the Chosahedan will die in the future, he will feel pain. He will be sad. And that makes you understand that Eren will have a heart. If you stop having a heart, you don't care even about your people. I mean, you don't even care about the Chosahedan members and all the others. You don't care about anybody. But I'm sure, I mean, that makes me feel like this. I think that if someone wants to kill Mikasa, for example, he will be there to protect her. And that makes you understand that Eren didn't lose his heart Because when you lose your heart and you are emotionless, if someone is trying to kill Mikasa, he will not stop that person to do this. He will say, okay, who cares? I don't mind. But I don't think he will do this. I think he will always find a way to protect Mikasa and the others because it's his population. It's not a devil. Devil don't have a heart. But I think that with this sentence, he has lots of heart. I repeated the sentence. I would easily give up my life if it actually managed to change something. That's what he's doing. He has a heart. He's full of a heart. And it's just, okay, let me put it like this. In my opinion, he's just pretending to be a devil. Because instead of losing other people over there, it's better if Marley is against him only, not against his people. Do you understand what I mean? I mean, he's ready to sacrifice his personality, himself, itself, for the sake of others. So if that means that I have to turn into a devil, okay, let me turn into a devil. It's okay. I can carry it because I have already decided this. If I have to become the devil, okay, if that means the others can be free or can survive and I have to be killed, I'm ready to do this because I love these people. That makes you understand he has a heart and he's just pretending, okay? I hope it's like this. Because if it's like this, I totally support Eren. Totally. Because he's doing something even bigger than himself. But he's doing this with heart. And not because he's the devil. The devil. Look, Eren, if you say, oh, now Eren is killing civilians, yeah, he is so bad. Okay, when he was against Annie in season 1, he also over there, thanks to that battle, they killed lots of civilians in Wall Sina. So Eren was bad in that moment too, not just right now, okay? But he had to do that battle over there, otherwise Annie would have left. She would have jumped beyond the wall and she would have gone. She would have been gone, right? Also, in that case, lots of civilians died. Also because of Eren. So why in season 1 Eren was, yeah, good Eren, yeah, and now Eren is killing lots of civilians. Okay, he killed the civilians at that time too, if we have to be honest. We have to be honest. But do you understand what I mean? I mean, I'm trying to see Eren in a different way rather than always being bad. I mean, the devil. As much as Zeke, look, if Zeke is acting, I mean, if Zeke is pretending to be someone who's not, okay? But at the end of the day, he's on the side of a paradise. We should condemn even Zeke because he killed lots of civilians. And look, we lost the count. Or we decided to say that many other people, and Eren too, are bad because they kill the civilians, are bad because they kill innocent people, etc., etc., etc. We should be fair with everybody, not just with Eren by saying, oh, he is bad, he's bad. Okay, he is bad. He killed lots of people. But if we read this sentence right now over there, makes you understand that he prefers that Marley and the rest of the world is against the Eren Yeager, not against the Paradise people. He prefers to take all the fighting to himself, even if then he needs help. I mean, without the scouts coming, Eren probably would have been defeated. Okay, sure. He needs help because he was not alone in this fighting. So he decided that even the scouts would have been included in this. And there was the risk that someone could have died over there. I know this. I know. But I'm sure that if one of the members of Chosa Heidan will die in the future, he will not laugh, or he will not stay without a facial expression, a sad facial expression. I think he will die inside of pain, and he will blame himself for what he did till now. So when I also said, look, Eren now is turning emotionless, yes and no, somehow. But anyway, this sentence is clear, in my opinion. Let's go on 1 second.
変えることができるなら、自分の命ぐらい、いくらでも捧げてやるのに。俺には。
But I am not about to sacrifice Historia. In fact, there is Zeke, in my opinion. If he was about to become an emotionless person, he would have said, okay, look, I don't care if Historia is about to die. I don't have a heart anymore. Let's do it. If I want to destroy everything or the world entirely, okay, even if Historia is about to be sacrificed and become a titan, who cares? That's what an emotionless person would have said, or would have acted, or would have felt. But now he's saying, but I'm not about to sacrifice Historia. That means he has a heart. Or in the previous sentence, when he said, look, if I have to turn into something that I'm not supposed to turn, but I have to, I will do it. Because if this makes other people become free, okay, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to become the devil, to act as the devil.
Historia を犠牲にする覚悟がない。
That's my opinion, then I can make a mistake.
どうすればいい？こんなこと、誰にも。
Then he's kissing, okay. Oh, that scene.
私は壁の外から来たエルディア人。あなた方と同じユミルの民です。壁の王よ。今すぐ壁に攻めてきた巨人を殺してください。
Okay. So Grisha is saying, please stop the titans who are attacking now the people living inside the walls. Before my wife and all the kids, that means are about to be killed. Okay. Frida, from what I see here, Frida is saying no. But she is saying no, comma, that we still don't understand, okay? But she is saying no. So Eren, who's looking at this scene, at this memory, okay, where the king, the monarchy, who is supposed to defend the people inside the walls, says no, and he lost his mother, he lost his comrades, he lost everybody. Thanks to that no, because the things could have been different. If Frida attacked, even if from the pact they made 100 years before, they shouldn't attack because the pact was we stay inside the walls without attacking anymore. But that's wrong, in my opinion. If you are attacked, you have to defend yourself. You can't stay like this. Okay, please come. Attack me. I will not do anything. That's stupid, in my opinion. How is it possible? Let's put ourselves, okay, we put ourselves in all people's position, in Gabi, Falco, Maggot, everybody, okay? But right now, in this scene, Eren already lost most of his comrades, his family, Hannes, his comrades, his teams, blah, 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 etc. And now he says, look, I'm ready to sacrifice myself. Look, if I have to turn into the bad guy and pretend to be the bad guy for others and receive everything from these others, that means the world, and save my people, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to sacrifice myself. No problem. The important thing is that they don't touch my people behind me. I'm ready. Then he sees this scene. He sees this memory in which his father is asking to Frida, please, don't defend us. Defend us, because we are attacked. And Frida is saying, no. Okay, now that we are in season 4, we know, okay, many other things. But at that moment, we still don't know what's after that no. Probably Frida says no because we agreed with Marle that we shouldn't attack them anymore. And we can't do this anymore. For all the pain we caused throughout the years, we decided that even if we are attacked, we will not attack and we will accept it. Maybe that's what Frida told Grisha, right? And that's why Grisha's face is like, what did you say? Maybe, I don't know. But it's a no. I mean, thanks to that no, many innocent people were killed too. But we are talking about Eren, who has the Shingeki no Kyojin, and that the Shingeki no Kyojin, the purposes of the Shingeki no Kyojin is to move forward, to go on beyond everything, and to fight. How can you expect that he is going to Marle with a happy face to say, oh, let's make peace? After all he saw right now. Impossible. From my perspective, it's impossible. Let's go on. She said the law here. But I can imagine the reaction here he has. I can imagine. That's predictable.
トロスト区の巨大な土から巨人を潰す音が聞こえなくなったのは、雪の降り積もる頃だった。積もった雪が溶け出す頃、兵団はウォールマリア内の巨人は掃討されたと発表した。トロスト区から昇降機が解放され、街道の舗装事業が開始される頃には、草花が芽吹き、蝶が舞っていた。避難住民が故郷へ帰ることを許されたのは、トロスト区襲撃から1年が経過する頃であった。そして、最初の超大型巨人襲来から6年。調査兵団は、ウォールマリア街への壁外調査を開始した。
This music is amazing.
お前の読み通りだ、ハンジ。ウォールマリア内に入っていた巨人がほとんどだった。俺たちは奴らを1年でほぼ淘汰しちまったらしい。
そんじゃ予定通り、目的の場所を目指すぞ。
Hey, look! Even from the eyes here of Eren, who's riding the horse, okay? Those eyes are already telling us that he's planning something in his mind. And the plan is what we know now. That means to probably to go beyond the ocean and to stay over there. To feel. How does it feel to stay on the other side? Maybe. Or he's trying to think about some other plans, but thank you. I mean, I wanted to thank the reaction videos I made with my mom, because if I started a season 4 without making those videos with my mom, and by realizing some things while rewatching season 3 part 2, probably I would have had different ideas, different opinions. So thank you. Thank you, videos. Yeah.
Kyojin だ。やっと現れたか。気をつけろ。
あそこに。
Can I tell you one idea, one thing I thought, even if it's wrong, I know. I thought that when they find that Titan in this final episode of season 3 part 2, for 1 second, even if I know now that it's wrong, so okay, but for 1 second, I thought that abnormal Titan was Grice. And so when Irina touched him, okay, touched his head, and he said, he is one of us, I thought that he could have seen the memories of this Titan, and he would have seen that he's Grice, and then he probably in the future is going to be the nephew, that means Falco. Look, sometimes I like to make these theories even if they are wrong. I already know this. But for a second, I thought something like this.
動けないのか。
Also because the haircut is the same, do you remember?
少しずつ張って壁まで進もうとしたんでしょ。
おい。楽園送りにされた。俺たちの同胞だ。行こう。近いぞ。
I really thought it was Grice.
おい！こいつをこのまま置いてくのか！殺さなくていいのかよ！くそ！
Oh, and then there is this beautiful final scene. Hmm. Yeah.
ここの場所でエルディア人は巨人にされた。そしてあの先に。
Mhm. Oh, I wanted to tell one thing, sorry, before going on to the main scene. Thank you, Armin's family, because thanks to them, we had this book in which we saw that there is Umi, I mean, there is the ocean, there are other continents and stuff like that. Thanks to that dream too, they pushed forward all the times. And without that book introducing the external world, probably they would have thought, okay, Titans only, that's it. But the fact that there was even this dream to see this ocean that they have never thought about, what's the ocean? We don't know. But thanks to that book, look, wow. And that book was not supposed to be found at that moment, but it was found. That was great. If you imagine that thanks to that book, thanks to that dream, they even thanks to that book and even thanks to that dream, they were pushing forward and they discovered something crazy. Wow, this silence is amazing. I mean, after all the screams, after all the battles, etc., you reach the ocean that is still, peaceful, and there's no noise. Look, this contrast is amazing. If you try to understand the contrast of noise and silence, in Shingeki no Kyojin there are many silenced moments, and I think that those silenced moments, they are some of the best, definitely. That book, I mean, thank you, Armin, Papa, and Mama. Maybe because they had this book somehow. See, Levi cares about other people too. He has his own way, but he cares. Oh, and now there is the saddest moment of the episode.
言っただろう、エレン。商人が一生かけても取り尽くせないほどの巨大な塩の湖があるって。
That's true.
僕が言ったこと、間違ってなかっただろ。
ああ、すっげえ広いな。
Here, the tone of the voice of Akaji is changing already. The disillusion, the perfect disillusion with the voice acting here is a masterpiece. Because do you remember at the beginning of the episode when he's talking about, he's talking with Armin against the flock and he's saying, look, we have to reach the ocean. You didn't reach it. Over there, there is the freedom over there. From that moment till the end of the episode, he's changing the tone of the voice. And Kaji made it in a great way. And here there is the pure disillusion of everything.
ねえ、エレン、これ見てよ。壁の向こうには。
海があって。海の向こうには自由がある。ずっとそう信じてた。でも違った。海の向こうにいるのは敵だ。何もかも親父の記憶で見たものと同じなんだ。向こうにいる敵。全部殺せば。
This is a nice question. Over there, if we will kill all enemies, we will be free.
俺たち自由になれるのか。
Oh, what a disaster. and then, where is it? Oh no, there is not the, no. Okay, there was supposed to be Eren, Kaite Kite, etc., but also in that case, look, when I understood when Mikasa said that thing, wow, that was surprising. But okay, that's why I wanted to rewatch this episode too, because I think season 3 part 2, especially the last episodes, they are really important for you to understand many things, or maybe to understand even the personality that is going to be developed in season 4 about some characters. So it was really emotional and really beautiful to rewatch it. I think I rewatched these episodes so many times already, but every time you rewatch these episodes, you feel things. And that means we are so deeply attached to this story. This is really great. I think even if we are going to rewatch this after 10 years, we're about to feel everything again. And this is the power of great stories. So let's see. But anyway, now that I watched these episodes, I mean, the last few episodes of season 3 part 2, my ideas are changing all the times. I mean, every episode I have a different idea, and maybe I'm just formulating ideas that are about to create a general final idea. I don't know, but I like to see different things on different perspectives, and I like to see the same characters after some years, going back to check them how they were before, what they did, what they said, because I wanted to compare. But I like to see other ideas. I like to catch other stuff. I like to try, because that doesn't mean I'm right or I'm wrong, but I'm just trying, and I like this. I like this so much. Okay, let me read all of your comments after the rewatch of this episode. How many more episodes do you think until we get back to Paradise? But look, after the festival, we have to go back. I think in maybe, I don't know if it's from the next episode, because anyway, more or less, I'm sure, I mean, I feel convinced that the battle is finishing. I don't think Reiner will be able to defeat Eren, because he's not in the right conditions right now. And at the same time, as I said already in other comments, in other opinions and thoughts, without the spoilers, of course, I think even Eren doesn't want to kill Reiner, because if we follow his thought, that means we are the same. I don't think he wants to kill him right now. He's going to he's going to keep Reiner till the end, in my opinion, because they both have to live this experience till the end. Reiner is a special case. And I don't know why, but I think Eren is quite attached to him somehow. So I don't think this battle is going to finish with one of the two dying. Of course, Eren is going to stay till the end because he's the main protagonist. So, but even Reiner is really important right now. So it would be pointless to kill him now. I think it's better later. But somehow, I don't think this will be a huge battle. Other people are expecting to watch a huge battle right now between Eren and Reiner. I don't think so. I think, no, it's not the proper time still. So something has to happen that is about to finish the battle suddenly, and to go on with this battle later, because that's not the proper time. So I think they will come back to Paradise in about 1 or 2 episodes, because they stay there for what? I mean, Peak is already almost dying. Galliard is almost dying. Zeke is dead. I don't think so. I don't think so. No. So it's better to go back. I hope they can, because they are going to use the Zeppelin, right? So I hope Hanji and Armin made a great plan to rescue everybody. Let's see. But I think, yeah, 1 or 2 episodes, that's it. Yeah, I agreed on more despair than hope, yes. Yes. Hope, I think hope, once they saw the ocean and once they saw that there is something else after, that hope finished, because at the same time, there is this question of Eren saying, look, if we defeat all the enemies, we will be free. So there's no hope anymore. Hello, this reminds me of Moses' mother in yeah, oh yeah, okay, ask if her son's death meant something for humanity. I can see people from both sides asking this question. Yes, actually, this is true too. The desperation of that mother. Ugh. Okay, let's put this into another example. If we talk about Moses' mother, and if we compare that pain, I mean, she lost her son, okay, with Gabi, who's losing the guards. To me, there is no comparison. Sorry to say. You can tell me whatever you want, but the guards can't be compared with the loss of a child or the loss of a mother, in my opinion. So, no. Even if you can feel pain in different ways, I'm not saying that is more important. I'm not saying is less is not important. I'm saying it's different. Okay, that's why I can't compare Gabi with Eren somehow. I tell you, this is a massacre. There is not decent place to stand. Yeah, but people can have opinions. So as much as we can have opinions, that means that we can take a side anyway. In this episode specifically, we can't because it's just a war scene. So war is not good anyway. So we can't stand on one side or on the other. But I think it's nice when the people stay or they choose to stay on someone's side, because it's too easy to say no, we don't stay on anybody's side. Okay, that's it. We just follow this story passively like this. I think we should take side more or less, or sooner or later, because each story lets you take a side sooner or later. So because sometimes there is, when good decisions are no left, no matter what you do is wrong. Yeah, if we follow, if season 4 is, if all episodes of season 4 will be like this episode, yeah, it's really difficult to take a side. But I don't think like that. I mean, I think Isayama later will make us take a side, because in all stories you take a side, no matter if you like villains or if you like good people, good characters, let's say. But it's impossible not to take a side. Sooner or later we will have to, because there will be other explanations, because there will be new info, because we will get in touch with characters more and more. There are many reasons, but you have to take a side sooner or later. If all episodes are like this one, okay, I already said it in the previous commentary, it's really hard to take a side, because it's war. The protagonist here is not Eren, is not that, it's war. So of course, if you ask me, is war good? No. So let's not take sides. But we should take sides really soon, in my opinion. I'm confused. Who's the bad guy now? The bad guy is the world. I mean, the world they live in. I don't think the bad guy is a single person. It's a system that is wrong. It's something not animated, let's say. It's an inanimated thing that is wrong. Not a single person, not a single character, the system. So the question is how they get there. It must be another way. What do you mean? I mean, how did they reach Marley? They reached it thanks to Zeke, in my opinion, because I still believe Zeke is on their side, because he is following what his father told him to do. That means pretend to stay on Marley's side. He was just following the plan. That's it. I mean, the brainwashing thing of what his father told him to do. So I think Zeke went to the gate to help Hanji with the Zeppelin, and he went to the gate to help Armin to stay on the boat on the port. That's my opinion. They are helped by Zeke. And of course, even if they were not helped by Zeke, they had the Colossal Titan on Paradis side. So they would have found the way. Or maybe they stole the ships. I mean, do you remember Zeke said 32 ships or 23? I don't remember, 32 or 23 ships were defeated once we reached the paradise. Maybe they used those ships to come back and pretend to be Marley. Can you imagine? Thanks to the Colossal, anyway, somehow. Who knows? But I still think that the main plot twist here will be Zeke. If after all these weeks I'm right, look, I'm about to scream. You saw the card of the episode. The card, what's the card? The preview, you mean? No, I don't watch the previews anymore. I mean, as I told you, after the episode is finishing, I close everything. I don't want to know. I don't blame Frida because she's controlled by Fritz. Okay, I understand. But her death was necessary for humanity and the walls to live. This goes back to my other comment about her death meaning something. Yes, also her death was necessary. That's why when I say that something is necessary, that doesn't mean that I like that Frida was killed. She was a girl. Of course, it's wrong, but it was necessary for other things to come. So the same as for Eren. It's not good, properly good what he's doing, but it's necessary for something that has to come later. So yeah, I agree. No, but of course we don't blame Frida because she, from her point of view, of course what she was doing was right. It depends if we put ourselves in their positions or not. But I agree with you when you say that it was necessary. Absolutely. I think this adjective is the perfect one. Necessary. That's it. I still question what was up with that abnormal titan. It was late. Yeah, look, I told you my idea, but I don't know. I know it's wrong because I think Grice was killed already. But when I saw that 4 days ago, because I had to make the video with my mom, I thought, oh my, don't tell me that's Grice. I mean, he was touching Grice. And probably he saw that in the future, if he can see some things in the future, in the past, or whatever, Eren, he saw that he is the uncle of Falco. That means let's get in touch with the Falco and let's get some info thanks to him, or let's use him for my purpose. I don't know. But of course, then I understood that's wrong. I mean, that was not Grice. But that could have been a great idea. Don't you think? It's just moved to slow that grass had the time to regrow and on the path behind him. Huh? Yeah, I just wonder why. Like, not just the grass was growing, but whole trees were sprouting, so it must have been there for a long time. Interesting that it just seemed to give up. Look, if this cries. No, okay, no, okay. I have to abandon this theory. When it comes to life, it seems to be like a title. The middle episode card. The card between the episodes, I mean, when usually there is the commercial break, let's say. No, I didn't read it right now, actually. No, I didn't read it, Juan. No. Should I read it once again? But okay, I will read it by myself. But anyway, you understood my points of view regarding this story till now. Of course, I'm about to change my mind soon, maybe, because every episode I change my mind somehow. But it's important. Okay, I will read it by myself. Also because right now it's 2 hours that we are live, so I think it's becoming quite boring. Don't lose hope on the Grice theory. Oh, really? Look, I still believe that. To tell you honestly, I don't want to abandon that theory. It makes sense. It makes sense. Look, it makes sense. But then he was eaten, right? So it's impossible. But anyway, think about it. Eren touched his face. And then he has the same haircut, first of all. Because usually when we talk about Titans, if we go on by looking at the haircut, we understand who they are. For example, Annie has a short hair, blonde hair, it's Annie. Then we have Reiner with here, some white hair or blonde hair, it's Reiner. I mean, the only one is Bertold, who is a little bit different. But if that's guys, he saw that that was Falco. And everything is connected with the grandpa too. Okay, don't tell me anything else. I don't want to guess. I don't want to know, but I like this theory. I like that. It makes sense. Okay. Anything else? Do you have other questions before I stop the live streaming? Feel free to ask me. And then, guys, see you tomorrow with The Promised Neverland Season 2, Episode 4. See you on Saturday with the Dragon Quest and Jujutsu Kaisen. And see you on Sunday with Episode 8 of Shingeki no Kyojin Season 4. Thank you for all. Thank you guys for following me. Any other questions? Look, I wait 1 minute. Say hello to Sensei. Of course. Thank you so much for supporting. He is enjoying too. So, yeah, he likes. Do you have other questions? Thank you for the reactions. Thank you to you for following me. Sorry. Do you have other questions? 1 more minute, and then I stop the live streaming. Nothing? 30 seconds. Of course, thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much. Then, regarding new anime coming, there is a poll in the community. Go and vote for your favorite new anime reactions that are coming next. So go to the poll and vote. Vote. A few other hours left. Go and vote. You can rest, yes, a little bit. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye-bye. See you next time. Bye. See you.